Hey, Bruce. Just wonder if you could speak to the difference between this and 2013 and that whole feeling. I think you guys had the trophy left behind in Stillwater.
And that is a true story. That obviously we were so disappointed in that tough loss against the Cowboys, and we all got on a plane. And actually the Big 12 was there with the trophy, and we couldn't take it at that time because Kansas was playing Baylor. And I know I forgot about the game. I went home. I thought they'd win, and I didn't watch it or pay attention. I was just so disappointed. And obviously I started getting. I was walking our dog, and it was near the baseball field, and they were playing, and all of a sudden the horns went off and all this noise, and I was like, what the heck's happening? Then my phone started going ding, 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 and it was obviously a message that we were Big 12 champs. And so we called back. There was a guy, Bernie Haney's one of the guys who worked Covert Hills, and he had a group there, and we thought they might be at an establishment, kind of just disappointed. And we said, if you're there, can you bring the trophy to us? And they put it in their back seat. They were so afraid of not getting it there. So that was their mission. They got it to us, and we got to celebrate. And Mr. Scott, Casey, Gene Taylor, President Myers, they had to make it was okay for us to have this home game to honor the seniors. And obviously Casey knew we didn't have a home game the last time, and he wanted to make sure it happened. And it couldn't be a better story to have that group be honored like they were, and then to win the game like this and to celebrate. It was special.
It looked like your first reaction after the party started was just kind of to stand back and watch the guys celebrate. Looked like you're soaking it all in. But just why was that your reaction? Why did you want to do that?
It's about them. We win because of the players, and I'm just so proud of the seniors, the whole team, the resilience to lose the first two games at early. With all the injuries, all the things, to keep coming back. Cam can't even come into press conference tonight because he can't. He's knocked out. He can't come. So it just for them to continue to fight and battle. You can't. This is about them to enjoy it. It's so great to see that, to be part of it. It's the thing you dream about for them. And I appreciate our fan experience people did a great job. I didn't talk to anyone about it because I didn't want to worry about it, but they did a great job of creating a special celebration of a Big 12 champion, and our guys deserve that.
I know you've coached a lot of seniors over the years, but does this senior class stand above most that you've had?
Yeah, I mean, there's some special groups, obviously, through the years. But I did have some tears in my eyes when I looked up at that video. And Shane did an unbelievable job on that video. I don't know if you knew that was his voice. And he did special. When I started hearing that, it hit me. And I told those guys, it's a day to honor yourself and the team, but we got so much more to go. And I texted him before and said, there's many more special celebrations to come. Let's enjoy today, make sure we do what we need to do, but also stay focused on what's coming ahead of us. And hopefully they'll stay. They're going to have fun. That was special. Again, thanks to President Myers, Gene, Casey, the fan experience group. That was a special celebration.
Bruce, you never know when a team is going to make a run, but is this team as well equipped to do that as any of you've had here?
I said that after the game, that my last prayer every day is that the seniors stay healthy and get to finish their career on a positive note, because they deserve it. And to have Cam play like he did, 19.6 assists, shining moment. Dean Barry were really good. Dean first half, that reverse dunk, I don't think I've ever seen him do that. And to be able to just do that, boom, on the whim, pretty amazing. You knew they were ready to play. And then the defense was really good. And I know people think you can't win with defense, but all I say is go look at the Super Bowl. And the best offensive team, supposedly of the ages, scored 3. So, every sport you can win. I think it's ironic the best 2 defensive teams in the league won the championship. And I got to congratulate Chris Beard, Texas Tech. Unbelievable year for them to regroup like they did. It's pretty amazing. And they lost 3 in a row, if you remember, when they came here. And talk about a run. They've gone on a pretty good run, of finishing the season. But our team, if they're healthy, I think the way we guard and if we share the basketball, we're capable of beating a lot of people.
You guys feel confident now going into the tournament, the way you guys have played late in the season?
Oh, I mean, we played well. I don't know. I guess so. Every game's different. I keep telling them, learn from history. The one thing I asked them early in the year, and I said, what have you learned? They said, every game's different, Coach. And I said, that's what you got to understand. But if you do the controllables, if you commit to those things, defense and playing hard and sharing the basketball, it always gives you a chance to win. And, to hold them to 33 at about 7 or 8 minute mark left in the game, that was pretty special. That effort, they definitely came and controlled what they could do. And then we made some shots. We made a nice run. It was fun.
Not a real big picture question, but Austin Trice for the second time in 2 home games was huge for you guys. How has he come on down the stretch like this?
Well, one of the things we did a couple weeks ago, because we haven't been able to practice, and I've taken the other guys that have we call them non-minute guys, and we've extra worked them out. And we've done shell drill, we've done defensive shell, we've done other drills, just to try to get them to take another step. And, Austin early was fine, but then when we got into the meat of the tough teams, it overwhelmed him, and he wasn't ready. But now I think he's more mature, he's more focused. He did some good things for us today. Between him and Mac, that was a great effort from those guys. So happy for him that he has stayed the course. He's matured, and he wants to do well.
Bruce, not to detract from the championship and everything, but that second half start for you guys really kind of knocked them right out of the 10-1, right out of the gates. How much of a point did you make it to your guys? Hey, we got to come out even though we're up 10 right now.
Well, I talked about TCU game the other night. We were up on them at half. Then we get it up 20, and then they make the run, and now you got to, you're sweating. And we just said, we got to win. Obviously, we had to win the second 20 minutes. By 9, you win the game, or by 1 or whatever. You don't lose whatever it is. I don't know. I can't figure out my math tonight, but you guys know what I'm saying. But I said the 20 minutes, the first 5 was so important. And those guys, Barry said it. We got to come out and lock them down. And we had shutouts. We got scores. I thought first half we missed some easy ones. We had wide open threes. We had some shots I thought we could have easily made and stretched it out. But, to do something special, it's never going to be easy. And this was a little easier than I even anticipated.
Bruce, where's this team's ceiling, and what have you got to do to reach it?
Well, I think the big thing is stay healthy. And get Cardi, see if we can get him back. Obviously, he was a big piece of the Elite 8 run of our team last year. We'll see if he's had non-contact workouts. Probably stick with that a couple more days. Just see how you got to get closer to knowing the bonus heel. But if we can, part of getting healthy is get him back, and then just stay focused. And I told him, we got a ring. Now, what do you want on the ring? It's going to say Big 12 champs. What else do you want to add to that thing? And hopefully they're focused on doing more and not just letting this be the end result.
I know you'll take a win, however it comes. But was it important to kind of have a decent lead at the end to kind of get the seniors out and let them have a moment?
You sit in the shower and think about things, and that I was just hoping it was 1 minute left. We had a big enough lead that we could get those guys the ovation, and then to do that, that'll be a magical memory for them, and then to have the celebration like it was. I mean that was special. It was really cool for them to be part of, and I'm sure that's a lifetime. Not only they have a ring, they got banner, but lifetime memory for them.
Bruce, every senior on senior night gets tribute videos and framed jerseys and all that stuff. But I mean, what these guys got tonight, do you feel like they were taking that in a little bit and savoring it properly to know that not everybody gets this to end a home career?
Yeah, I mean, everyone doesn't get a Big 12 championship or a conference championship on senior day. So for them to add that to what their resume, it's pretty special. And, unbelievable group. You heard them talk. They stuck through, the tough times. the ups and downs, Cam's 2 season-ending injuries, to come back this season. You know, Dean got hurt today. We had to take him out. Cam got hurt today. We had to take him out. But they both, you know, finished the game and you know, we're part of something special. So, but, you know, we'll be off tomorrow. I'd like to practice on Monday. I'll have to get a feel of it. A light practice on Tuesday, Wednesday shooting, and then just go at the Big 12 tournament and see what we can do.
Bruce, not to be lost in the celebration, and I know it's about the players, but tonight you also become the first coach in K-State history to lead the Wildcats to at least 24 wins in back-to-back seasons. What does this mean for Bruce Weber right now?
I'm so proud of our players, so proud of our coaching staff. Our coaches do a great job. You're no better than the people around you, and you know, appreciate Casey Scott, Gene Taylor, President Myers for sticking with us and believing, John Curry, President Schultz for giving us a chance. And you know, it's fun. There's no doubt. I'm proud of our guys and what they've done. And but you know, you're no better than your last game, and you know, now we got to keep moving forward, and that's the most important thing. But it was a true special celebration tonight. That means we got to get 25 wins now, right? Yes.
Bruce, I was going to ask, you know, obviously, you know, you've had regular season titles where you've stood alone as a #1 team and you've shared them as well. Do they feel different at all, or is it like a champion regardless whether it's tied?
We're champions, you know, and I can't say enough about it. You split with them. You know, it was a close game at their place without Dean and Cam. And, you know, and then we beat them pretty soundly here. But they're on a run. They're on a tear right now. You know, again, I said congratulations to that group. It's pretty special what Chris has done. And a lot of great stories. Our league is really good. The amazing thing to me in our league is the bottom half of the league is probably playing as well as anybody right now. West Virginia has not quit. Oklahoma State has not quit. TCU to come back today after losing those games. It could make, for the Big 12 tournament, Kansas City even more special.
This is probably a dumb question because of what you just said, but there's already fans talking about what do you do with the tournament? You've already won the league, all that kind of stuff, but it sounds like you guys are going to play it like you normally would.
Yeah, and again, I got to see how Cam is. I got to see how Dean is. You know, that'll be the determining factor. And, you know, again, I just kind of every day hope and pray that we've been able to practice a little bit. You can see, I think we're a little more efficient. We're a little better. Dean's a little better, moving better. Cam. You know, that would be the ideal thing, but I gotta protect them and their future, and obviously we want to be ready for the NCAA tournament.
Bruce, is this at all for you any vindication in terms of at the beginning of the season? You kind of mentioned quite a few times how you were shocked, given what you had coming back, that you weren't in the preseason top 10, and kind of said that enough people weren't watching you. So do you kind of feel like, hey, I was right?
Well, in the shower, I think about that off and on too, and you know, and I'm just happy we were. I believed in the guys. I thought we were good. Obviously. We probably don't have the sex appeal that some teams have. We don't have the name recruits, which, you know, the networks, that's all they worry about. But I don't watch much TV, but late at night in hotels, I'll watch Sports Center late. And after our games, I'm going recruiting. And they'll talk. It's good that Barry, Dean, a couple guys started to recognize that hey, these guys are pretty good. And, you know, so it's great. I still, you know, but it's our fault for couple of those early losses. They shouldn't have happened, you know. But if you learn from it and you grow from it and you get better, it's a positive part of your season, and it's helped us in the long run.
What has Cam done to just flip the switch here? It seems like he's been the best and most consistent guy here this month.
You know, he can't. He has 2 of the games he didn't do shoot around. He had to sit in the locker room. So I have no idea. But if you know he has won. And the one thing, all those seniors we've talked about, and even our other guys, you know, Cam has won state championships, city championships, Baltimore. Dean's won numerous state championships. Barry took his team in Florida to the Final Four. Xavier's teams were good. Levi's won state championships. You know, and Mike McGurl took his team and won as a young guy. You know, that's to win and have that character and understand that you got to play and be special at the right time. I think that's when, you know, Cam has really stepped up. But it was, you know, 19.6 assists, no turnovers. That was pretty special, and he's been pretty good defensively. So couldn't be more happy for him because he has stuck with it and dealt with some tough injuries, season-ending injuries, and he's kept a great attitude and been very, very resilient.